happy with this one.
Absolutely. That is beautiful.
There you go. Sure, glad I was able to get you this.
I wonder what it would be like to operate that projector. I bet I could do it.
Threading it is very basic. 1, 2, 3, as in the manual, it tells you.
Why not?
Go through step
I'll
A,
ask Miss
C,
Carnes if I
C,
could be one of the projectionists.
Wait! Before you ask or think about it, projector's a very expensive piece of equipment. How do you know you wouldn't break it?
Well, I take pretty good care of things, like my bike. When I first got my bike, it was pretty beat up, but I fixed it so it runs better than a lot of new ones. And it looks pretty good, too.
Yeah? What about your clothes?
Well, I guess I'm a little careless sometimes. I should have put on old ones. But at least the grease can be washed off. At least I hope it can. Most of the time, though, I think I take pretty good care of my clothes. At least now I do. I used to get into fights all the time and tear my clothes or lose my hat or my gloves. Then I'd have to do without them until they could be fixed or till my folks got enough money to buy new ones. But I haven't torn anything or lost anything for a long time now. I've been taking pretty good care of my school things, too. My notebook is always neat and organized. I don't throw it on the ground or get it dirty. And my desk, I don't carve on it or mark it or anything. And I clean it up now and then. I guess I take care of things pretty well.
Fine. You've made some progress. You take care of your things, but what about things that belong to someone else?
Someone else? Let's see. You mean like when you borrow things from someone?
Lots of times kids take things that don't even belong to them, without even asking.
Maybe they're in a hurry, or they just don't think.
Sometimes kids take things they don't even need, and keep them, or break them, just to see what they can get away with.
They don't think about the feelings of the person they take things from.
That's right. What about the time you borrowed a felt tip marker from Tom?
I asked his permission. I said I'd return it in a while.
But then you thought of something else you wanted to do, and left the cap off the marker. When you went to use it again, it had dried out.
Yeah, but I felt bad about that, and I bought a new marker to replace it, out of my own money. When I returned it, I said I was sorry. Tom said it was okay, so I guess I am learning to take care of things that belong to someone else.
Maybe so. But what about the property that belongs to somebody you don't know? How do you take care of that?
Property that belongs to someone you don't know. That's like the time I found a book outside the schoolyard. I knew it belonged to someone, but I didn't know who. I looked to see if anyone's name was inside, but no luck.
For a moment, you thought what it would be like just to kick it, or play catch with it, just for fun.
I thought about it, but only for a moment. I knew someone was probably missing that book and would have to pay for a new one if they didn't get it back. So I brought it to the Lost and Found. There were a lot of other things there. I guess a lot of people lose things. The girl found her gloves when I was there. She sure was happy. I know that if I ever lost anything, I'd appreciate someone turning it in. If Miss Carnes knew about all of the things I've done, don't you think she'd let me be one of the projectionists?
Maybe she would, maybe she wouldn't. You're learning how to take care of your things and things that belong to a friend or someone else you don't know. But the projector belongs to the school. There's something owned by the group, by all the people who come here and use the school. How good are you at taking care of things that belong to the whole group?
The whole group? Let's see. What other things belong to the group? I guess the furniture, the books, all the equipment inside the buildings. I'd guess you'd have to include the building itself, even the brick in the windows, and all the things around the building. I guess there are times when kids try to break things, like when they're mad at someone.
Sometimes kids smash things when they want to get even for something.
I guess they'd be better off talking to someone about their feelings. But lots of kids don't know how.
Yeah, but kids wreck things for other reasons, too.
They do it for fun. Or maybe whoever does it feels like a big shot. But then it's not so funny when there's water all over the floor and someone needs to use the washroom. Or when someone has to sit next to a broken window on a cold day. Or to someone who'd like to use a swing when it's broken.
Not only that, someone has to unplug the sink and mop up the floor. Someone has to replace the windows. Someone has to fix swings when they're broken. That costs money, and it takes time from doing other things. Money and time that could go for new gym equipment.
Or maybe new art supplies.
Or a microscope.
Or an aquarium. Hey, I remember when our class got its aquarium. I was one of the kids who helped set it up. I helped feed the fish, and I helped keep it clean. That would show Miss Carnes that I can look after things that belong to the group. Things like the projector. Miss Carnes?
Yes?
See, we've gotten another projector.
Why, yes, it came in this morning.
Does that mean that you'll be needing another projectionist?
Why? Do you have someone in mind who might volunteer for the job? I thought I saw you watching.
Well, I think I could learn to operate it, and I'd take good care of it.
Oh, I know you would. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll have to have a recommendation from your teacher first. But if she says you're responsible, and she says you can handle the job, well, maybe we'll give you a try.